Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No. No, no, no. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause now your diamond's cold. Cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to show 'em whatever. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans, tonight it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks control the tip. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. New Orleans will take it up. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young tosses. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hayden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Julius Randle. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. To Holiday. Flushes it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now the Hawks coach going to call a timeout as he'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Pick up. One more.
Trae Young lets it fly from beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Anthony Davis, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Hayden into the front court. His team up by 1. Shot from the lane won't go. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
New Orleans has it. Holiday to Julius Randle. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Taurean Prince with a chance at a 4-point play for his career 82%. Got it from the line. Pelicans basketball.
I got ball. That's me.
Holiday. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 5. Fires the 3. It's good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Beyond the arc for 3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Clark with it. Down just a couple. Doesn't get the bounce.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Now pass. Stolen by the Pelicans. Taurean Prince rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Trae Young from long range. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
To Davis. Trying to cash in. Shot by Davis, no good. To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the first quarter. The Hawks with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Pelicans have the basketball. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trae Young. Shaq Diallo with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Short jumper stays out to Ken Bazemore. For three, great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Alex Len at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Holiday in possession. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Trae Young. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 11 to Davis. Hawks come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Holiday in possession. His guys trail by 13. Off the mark. To Ken Bazemore. Cashes in for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Hayden. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Cruises inside for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
New Orleans going to take it up. Alex Len pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down to Payton. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Payton with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Won't go down. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Payton into the front court. Trailing by 15. Miles Plumlee. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Johnson. And scores. Strong take. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ken Bazemore. 4-3. Gets it to go. And the foul.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
DeAndre Bembry with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 51% free throw shooter. Ouch. And he knocks it down at the line. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys down big. Has a look. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Pass to the rim. Calls out of bounds. Off Kent Bazemore. It's Pelicans ball. Payton to Stanley Johnson. Driving right to the basket. Holiday. They go down to Davis. To Julius Randle. Nice pass to get things going. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Kevin Huerter. Here's a chance from long range. The rookie, Huerter, unbothered, buries the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Hayden with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Holiday in possession. 14-point deficit. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. And the nice finish at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Shot by Holiday, no good. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Hawks certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pelicans have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The New Orleans Pelicans are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
New Orleans will take it up. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Holiday to Payton. Holiday to Payton. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Missed the wide open look.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
He was hacked. They let it go. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Trae Young. And he scores. Jay took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
John Collins snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Holiday. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. To Kevin Huerter. Has a chance. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Julius Randle. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Trae Young looking for his man. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Has a look. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The Hawks will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trae Young to the rim. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. New Orleans has it. To Payton. Probing the defense. Great dish to set it up. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Payton into the front court. Down a bundle. To Julius Randle. Oh, he had it. To Ken Bazemore. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kent Bazemore at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Pelicans basketball. John Collins swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Trae Young. Throws it up. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
John Collins with the block. Calls out of bounds off Kent Bazemore. Payton to Davis. Fires the 3. Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. Bazemore with the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
From the painted area, won't go down. From 18 feet, at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Short jumper off the mark. To Trae Young. Sets him up. 3 seconds.
Don't turn the ball over, man. Come on, man.
Knocked loose. Hawks have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
To Trae Young. Lobs it up. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Johnson to Julius Randle. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off this game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Trae Young. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc for 3. Won't go down.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Oh, defender pulls the chair. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
There's the toss. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys down big. Hayden to Holiday. Davis to Holiday. Here's Davis. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Ken Bazemore. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
It goes down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Hawks coach going to call the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Kevin Huerter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Huerter can't connect that time. To Holiday. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Ken Bazemore. To Kevin Huerter. For three. Missed it.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Anthony Davis, guarded by Alex Len. Anthony Davis. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. To Ken Bazemore. Won't go. The Pelicans will take the timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Whistle stops play, timeout New Orleans. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Time for some new personnel into the game. Johnson to Davis. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
The Hawks are victorious as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. And it's surprising. We got such a competitive game when they hit so many threes, but they did what was necessary to finish it off. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pelicans just couldn't close this one out. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.